Good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world this fine weekend watching Speed Gaming 5. Welcome to the start of the third round of brackets for the 2023 Link to the Past Randomizer Tournament. We've got a great match for you today. Third round, we're down to 16 runners. I sure hope it's a great match. But no, two very established runners, rdwalshv and StructuralMike. So I'm excited for it. And I'm Drosy here with the Titan 84 this morning to bring you through this match. How are you, Titan?
Very, very nice. It's very, very hot here as well, but hopefully we will see some hot gameplay as well from these runners, because they are very, very good.
Yes. StructuralMike a bit newer on the scene, but has certainly established himself. RD Walsh has been around as long as I can remember, and has always played at a high level. So, honestly, I don't even know who the favorite in this round would be.
When you come to the round of 16 and further up, all of these runners are going to be absolutely fantastic, having come this far. So it really is a toss-up, but it will come down to execution. It will come down to a little bit of luck, because you do need some of that in randomizer.
Yeah. And I guess looking at the bracket getting here, the most surprising thing that's happened in this section of the bracket is that R.D. Walsh needed 3 games to get by Dr. Bowser, a relatively new and little-known German runner who swept Illis, a much better-known German runner who has quite a list of credits himself.
And off we go. Same I'll start from both. But yeah, we are in MC Boss Shuffle, which means all of the maps, all of the compasses, and all of the bosses are randomized. This is, I want to say, normal boss shuffle, right?
Yeah, full boss shuffle, so
Yeah, full. Yeah, full.
all bosses must be in the game, and 3 of them will appear twice. And Mike is getting a lot luckier on the drops from these guards because they have bombs.
Yeah. Okay, Uncle. Thanks for the shovel.
Well, that'll be interesting because,
RD Walsh didn't
they
pick
can
up.
go.
Yeah.
They can go right to the shovel. Well, RD Walsh is seeing what he can dig up, but there are those 50-50 bushes for bombs for him. Meanwhile, there are 10 bombs in Sanctuary, so we don't actually need to worry about bombs.
Yeah, this is because RD Walsh didn't get any bombs. He does this route to get these 50-50 bushes. He doesn't know that the guards actually drop bombs yet. But he can also do the shovel check here.
Just a piece of heart, so Uncle was worthless.
Yes, most of the times.
What are the credits gonna say? Your uncle digs?
I have no idea. Wow, RD Walsh really not getting any luck with those guard drops.
But 3 bombs is enough to do Kakariko, and we would expect to find bombs here. While Mike has found a blue mail and a cape in Lost Woods.
That's a map on the race game. I'm not gonna go do that.
Yeah, it seems like a bit too much of a time commitment just to find out 1 dungeon reward. And a compass on the library that I don't think we're coming back for.
No.
Compass does have use in this mode. It will tell you who the boss of the dungeon is when you look at the map.
Yeah, it is very useful, specifically for the long-winded halls to the bosses, like Pod or, well, Pod mainly. Meyer is also very good to know.
Turtle Rock.
I mean, you have a lot of chests at the end of Turtle Rock, so you could just go for those.
True. And so far, Kak's given us a bow and a cane of Samaria, so we're getting weapons.
Yeah, just no weapons that really progress us forward.
This is what makes McBoss easy because sorry, not easy, interesting. Because if this weren't a boss shuffle, you'd just say, "Oh, I have a bow. I can do Eastern now." But can we do Eastern?
We don't know. Now, we can get past that one guard. Okay, composite thieves turn is pretty useless. You're not gonna go very far to the boss, and you're gonna do that anyway.
So Thieves as a dungeon is interesting in McBoss because you don't need to bomb the ceiling or rescue Blindette. So a lot of runners will skip the back of Thieves Town and go straight to the boss, and, well, if there's something important in the back of Thieves Town, that can be a problem.
Yeah. Now, StructuralMike did pick up the compass to Desert of the Bottle Vendor. rdwalshv didn't. He didn't have the money.
Now he has the money.
Now he has. And yeah, I mean, you have to go up to the Lost Woods, right? Because that's 2 more checks. You have to walk out of here. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's gonna pick it up on the way up.
Not that we can get into Desert.
No, but Desert is one of those dungeons that it's really nice to know what boss is at the end, because that's a long walk.
Especially if you have to go in the front with the book.
Yeah. Yeah, this looks like we're gonna have to go down. I mean, we have a couple of choices here. We can go down South Shore, we can go to Eastern, we can do the front door escape. We have weapons enough to do them.
Yeah, that escape could be an interesting choice. We don't even know whether it's in logic. I mean, the first chest would have to have a small key to put the rest of the front in logic, since we don't have logical access to Dark Cross or the back yet.
Yeah. Oh wow, that's a synchronized save and quit.
Well, I guess for all that, they've done things in pretty good sync, except that rdwalshv has not done sync yet, or did...
No, rdwalshv has not opened up the sign chest.
Okay, so that's basically the only difference between these runners, as they're now in sync.
What do you know? Going left or right of that rock without the boots seems to be exactly the same time. That's pretty much a physical representation of, is this faster or the other way faster? No, they're the same speed.
And since we were talking about a possible early Eastern play, we do have the map, so we can tell what the reward is. I imagine they're not actually going to check the map, they'll just wait until they go into Eastern and see whether it's a C or a P.
Yeah.
There's another map. So we got a few maps in our collection at this point. And, oh, rdwalshv finds that the bush crab is dropping arrows, and since bow is one of our weapons at the moment, that's kind of nice to have.
It's very nice to have. Minimals is in the big pack today.
Yeah, that's potentially useful information because they're everywhere and fairly easy. And hey, early boots.
Boots is always nice to have.
So that adds bonk rocks to the equation, as well as being able to get around a lot faster.
Yeah, so boots is good if you have a sword. Because right now our runners are running around and just having to stop and move around bushes or stop before enemies. Less, oh.
Yeah, it's a good thing they have blue mail, so those sand crabs only do 1 heart of damage instead of 2.
Yeah. Now, Mike did not check the lumberjack. which are just a sword away from being in logic.
And a lamp.
Lamp, true, lamp.
But both runners have charged a water walk here, which is the only way to do waterfall cave since we don't have the flippers. So we are going straight for that. Well, Mike is. rdwalshv wants to see the island. That looked like a big 20.
Well, she only charged one.
rdwalshv is going to use his water walk to get to the hobo, which will prevent him from doing waterfall cave.
Yeah, and Mike is just walking back doing this check.
Well, we don't have Zora money.
Yeah. Wow, okay, 7 quid. Just not doing waterfall. Okay.
Well, I mean, he'd have to charge another water walk because he doesn't have the moon pearl, so if he fake flippered in...
Yeah, that was a conscious choice of not doing waterfall fairy, just going to the hobo. Huh. rdwalshv, I still don't think he knows the guard pack.
Just gotten... Well, right, he hasn't killed that many of them, and he's just kind of gotten unlucky with the drops.
Yeah, I think he's killed 4 of them.
That was a very quick map check. We also learned that Skull Woods is the green pendant.
Our tracker is saying that Eastern Palace is a crystal.
Hey, Saha's Closet has the completely useless map of GT.
But yeah, you can feel the sea pulling you towards here. Yes, you don't have a lamp or a fire source, but you have a bow. If there is a boss in here that you can clear with a bow, you're in good shape.
And we have very few in-logic checks otherwise. We have Aegina, we have Bonk Rocks, we have that first check in the front of Escape, and I think that's it.
Yeah. You're just hoping that you find a boss in here that you can actually kill. Wait. Love.
Love is useful.
That's 3 checks in the back of Escape.
And that could then have the small key in the back of Escape to put the rest of the front of Escape in logic.
Yep. Love does add Zora as a logical place. Which is not funny because we barely scrape 100 rupees right now.
And the nice thing about Eastern and Map Compass Shuffle is, apart from the big key, every chest is going to have an item.
Yeah, that's the thing about MC Boss, that the dungeons have 2 more items, every single one of them. One of them is, I believe, on the boss. Or is it just random?
I mean, it's limited to, whether or not the boss can have a key. If the boss can't have a key normally, then it has to have an item.
Yeah, fair enough. But yeah, you know that here in Eastern, every single check now is gonna be items. After that big key.
Yeah, and in something like Eastern or Desert, where the boss necessarily can't have a key, then it has to have an item.
Yeah. Yeah, both runners going for the big key chest. You're not gonna skip much at this point, even if it is completely out of logic.
Now the question is, what bosses could we do? Obviously Armos Knights, Lanmo.
We can do blind. We have a cane.
We could do Helma King with bombs.
I mean, I don't think we can do Vitreous, even though with a bow, no, you don't have enough arrows.
There are enough arrows under pots. If we had a full quiver of 30 plus 10 bombs, that's just barely enough to do Vitreous. But Walsh doesn't want to risk it.
No. And completely understandable. This is a long walk up. Mike is going to take the risk.
Wow, so this is our first real divergence.
Yeah.
Oh,
Or not.
Changed his mind.
Yeah, that glove and back escape is a little bit too enticing.
Oh, there's the lamp and the sword. Hello, Aghanim.
Hi, Aga1. How are you doing today? That does put the entire front of escape on logic because we have the lamp to go get the small key, no matter where it is.
It also puts the first couple of checks on mountain in logic, so Walsh is going to go there. Makes sense. You get the save point.
Yeah, and you also get bonk rocks here, so.
But yeah, I think the nice thing about Aghanim's location is you do the front of escape. And then if you still don't have Dark World access, which seems unlikely since we'd need both the Moon Pearl and either the hammer or the other glove, then you're right there to do Aga.
Yeah, rdwalshv is gonna check. Are we gonna have to do Aga anyway because of an item?
That was cropped off the end of his screen.
I have no idea what that was.
But it's okay. Maybe we'll see it from Mike's side. Oh, that is saying the book.
Oh. Bank's game. That's useful.
Ah, yes. On Mike's side, I definitely caught a glimpse of it.
Yeah, that's the book. That's not what you want to see there.
No. Unless you have to beat Aga for Dark World access anyway, in which case, hey, the book's really easy. But yeah, if we wind up getting Dark World access independent of Aga, and then we wind up being like an item from Go mode for a long time, you have to make the decision, do I want to beat Aga to start checking tablets?
Yeah, so here's the thing. We are 2 items away from Dark World access. The chance that those are in front of escape or on the pyramid, they're not great. Because...
Did Walsh skip Spec Rock?
Yeah. He did not go up.
That's a choice.
It's only 1 item, but yeah.
That's a lot of money, which...
Yeah, we need Zora money.
Yeah, that's one of the very few things still in logic that we haven't checked.
Agina too.
Right. And, of course, these front of escape checks, well, the small key is in Dark Cross, but we have the lamp, so it's in logic, so...
Yeah, at this point, we don't care about that small key, because we're never going to open up those doors anyway.
Right. Well, and it's also nice, it means we know we can skip Dark Cross.
Yeah, yeah. Mike is going for Agina.
Yeah, there are definitely 2 schools of thought. Oh, and there's a bottle, so Sick Kid is now a possible check.
Wow, game.
Do you do Sick Kid before you climb the tower?
No. You just Death Prepare and go up, because that book is making you think, maybe I need to do it anyway? Oh, Mike is farming money.
I mean, he's close to Zora money, and as we said, it's one of the few in-logic checks.
Yeah. And this is also on his way to Agina, so it's not you're not just running it down for money. But yeah, rdwalshv is doing a death pop with
Which
blue mail.
means he's planning on doing the climb.
Yeah, he already has the cape out.
Just unfortunate, with blue mail and that health.
Okay, book. What are you locking on the ledge here?
And just to address something in chat, because there was this discussion about where the small key could be. It can't be in Mapchester Zelda's cell because there's the possibility you could steal a key from one of the guards that drops a key, and then if the small key were in one of those chests, you could lock yourself out.
Desert Ledge was Quake Medallion.
So it is looking like this is going to be an Agaseed, probably for both Dark World Access and for that book.
Yeah. Mike is gonna try to stave off Aga as long as possible, but... Wait, is Mike going for Eastern Boss? This is very, very long walk for a single item that you may not even be able to get.
And meanwhile, we'll throw a prediction in chat here. Good old blue ball prediction as Walsh makes his way up the tower.
I'll go with 7.
7, wow. You have no faith in the rando gods.
Nope. rdwalshv having a bit of trouble with the archery room.
Yeah, so let's see. Now that we have a sword, we just need to worry about Argus, Cold Stare, or Trinex, right? We can beat anyone else.
Yeah. Mike is also going to get the money room here in Eastern.
Ah, yes. Now, the thing about this money situation is if it is an Agaseed... Well, okay, we're not forced into... No, we are forced into pot. I mean, the glove gets us catfish as well, but... yeah, there aren't too many options.
But no Moonco.
Right. And that's also something to give you pause about whether or not it's an Agaseed, because that would mean that Pyramid Ledge either has to have the pearl or something locking it.
No, we can go get book and go into desert.
Oh, right. Oh, that would be awful.
Yeah. Moonpearl and a glove or a hammer can just sit in desert. That's horrible, I know. And the boss is... Trolldorn.
With 7 eyes.
7 eyes, yeah. But yeah, this was I want to say 2.5 minute walk for a single check, Mike.
I mean, it is a crystal, so we have to do it at some point. It's just nice to combo with pod if you have the mirror.
Yeah, fair enough. And get a compass to Skullwoods.
Well, that's a useful boss since it is a hike to the back of Skull Woods.
Yeah, but Skullwoods is also the green pendant.
Oh, right. Okay, that's 2 blue balls so far.
Hey, Mike, are you going to Sora or are you actually going to Aga? It's 3. Nope, Mike is going to Aga. Or at least the front will escape.
Yeah, will he bail after getting the bottle just to check Sick Kid? I mean, that's a lot of walking is the problem.
I mean, it literally could be Sick Kid and Zora who has Moonpearl and a hammer, so...
Yes, unlikely as it may be.
Yeah.
And
but
that's...
we are getting very, very few checks left how it things can be.
And that's 3 blue balls, perfectly average. And Pyramid Ledge is not the answer.
I mean, rdwalshv probably goes and checks Sick Kid at this point. After getting the book, that is. Oh no, Mike couldn't go get Sick Kid. He didn't have the bottle.
Right. That's the thing. Like, is he gonna bail now and check Sick Kid,
Ah,
but
okay.
then have to walk all the way back if Sick Kid's nothing?
I think you just do Aga here. It's the book as well.
Yeah.
Audible does not do Sicky. He is going straight for Desert, fully believing in the book.
Well, he'll get his Quake Medallion if nothing else.
Mike unfortunately kills the Green Guard.
He's now having to bomb his way out of there.
Now, the big issue for rdwalshv is money. He does not have the 300 rupees up on Spec Rock. So if Zora is the answer, rdwalshv is gonna be bombing rupees for a little bit.
Well, we'll see what's in Desert. Since this is Map Compass Shuffle, there are 4 items in Desert, though one of them's on the boss, so 3 in the front. Nothing like charging headlong into a cactus to get you going in the morning.
Yeah.
That is Helma King, so we can beat Desert. Just have to be good with your bombing the mask strats. It takes 5 bombs to get the mask off, and of course we can only hold 10. Small key and map chest sends us right side. So, Helma King takes... Oh, and there are our mitts, so that's part of our non-Aga Dark World access. Still need that Moon Pearl.
Yeah, that does open up Kingston.
Yeah, so regarding Helma's mask, it takes 17 hits with the hammer, and each bomb counts as 4 hammer hits.
Yeah, if you hit the mask with 1 hammer, and then you get 4 bombs.
Well, there's a bit of money for Walsh. Still not going to get him anywhere near Zora.
And yes, the game does think that you can just farm rupees, so it doesn't care that you have no rupees. Zora is in logic with that hammer alone. Or sorry, that glove alone.
Ooh, Boomerang, so now we can check the stun prize. This seed's been pretty good with drops in general.
I don't know about logic. Is Helmasaur in logic with just bombs without the hammer?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, the game assumes that since you can always collect 10 bombs, that you have good enough aim to hit with half of them.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah,
assuming you have something to then get the second phase with, but we have a bow and a sword, so...
Yeah, fair enough. I wasn't just sure if the game logically expected you to have the hammer. I mean, normally in non-boss shuffle, you need the hammer to get to him.
I mean, if you're playing it with Bomb Bag, that's a whole different matter.
Yeah.
And, yeah, Walsh making sure to pick up that bomb drop so that he can go in with the full 10 bombs. And we don't actually know whether this is a crystal or a pendant.
Come on. Flute on Helmasaur and mirror on Sekir. For checkerboard K Moonpearl. And that's what can happen. Yeah, that's what happens when you're not 100% sure on your bomb tosses.
Yeah, much easier to do it from the side as he's now doing those. Because it's just too easy to have it bounce off the front. I don't think that one hit. Oh, it did hit. Okay, we good.
Mike has finished Aga and is now getting his book. Now, was this a required book or?
Compass of TR,
So,
but
yeah,
it is a crystal.
Yeah, it is a crystal. We just also got myths in here.
Right, so if mitts are locking flute and or mirror, the book was hard required.
Yep.
Now, speaking of mitts, King's Tomb is now in logic.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got Sick Kid, King's Tomb, and Zora, and it has to be one of those three?
Yep. And for rdwalshv, Zora would probably be the worst because he also has Specrock left. And he really doesn't want it to be Specrock because he skipped that.
But yeah, it could be that it's either Specrock or doing a lot of farming.
Yeah. Well, there it is.
It was King's Tomb, so...
Hard required Aga 1.
Yeah, right, because we, there's no way to get to King's Tomb from the Dark World without the Moon Pearl.
Yeah.
Also means that we only have 2 points of Dark World access, Aga Portal and Cac Portal here, which Walsh is using.
The sea does open up a little bit now. Not overly open, but we can access most places at this point. Not most of the mountains. rdwalshv is gonna finish up Desert here, not picking the money from the torch because he already have it.
Okay, nice early big key, that's always good. You can just route in the big chest. Which gives us a small key, which lets us go left.
And gives us a lag item. Thanks, game.
We got another small key, so we've gotten 2 out of 4 items out of here. We know the boss has 1. We hope the bridge chest is a small key and this is the 3rd item. But alas. So, 2 items in Skullwoods are locked by the fire rod. Well, 3 really, since it's green pendant, too.
Yeah, but we know that from talking, right? Not a map.
Right.
What's the OP in the corner?
Also, shoutouts to Kif, who is tracking for us today and keeping track of those crystals and pendants, pistols and credents, as we gain knowledge of them. Okay. Nice strat by Mike, waiting to throw the bomb until it's about to explode so it doesn't have time to bounce off the mask.
Yeah. This works pretty well. So here's the one thing I didn't like about rdwalshv route. He did not check sick kid going into the village.
Oh, that's true, and that would have been an easy check before using the portal.
Yeah, because that's very much in logic. Okay, so rdwalshv is getting a little bit of money.
And he's going into thieves. We have the map here, I'm pretty sure. No, we don't. Okay. We just have the compass?
Yeah, we have the compass.
Second bottle, though.
And yeah, Mike
And
is going.
that's a good B, so you can sell that to the bottle vendor for $100.
Yeah. That was Flippers.
Yes,
So,
it was. Makes things interesting. We haven't seen Zora Ledge yet, and that's now in logic.
Yep. And now also Waterfall Fairy is in logic, which is worrying rdwalshv because he skipped that check.
But we know it's junk.
Yep, he doesn't. Mike now has his double access. I was so sure we had the compass for this, but rdwalshv is not giving us a check.
Is it something that Mike may have picked up and Walsh didn't? Or is Walsh... I mean, Walsh has done the front. He's just going to rush the boss and hope.
Yeah.
And nope. We're out of here.
Yeah.
Hey, Cold Stare. See you later.
Death Warping on Cold Stare is a little bit slow when you can't open it. Mike is going for Sick Kid. That has some money.
Yeah, so the flippers are really the thing out of here, which makes me wonder if maybe Zora Ledge has our next progression. We're still a ways from swamp access.
Yeah, but we have Hype Cave. We have a couple more checks here. We got Pod. There's still a bunch of checks that we can do. Since you don't have myths, you want to do it this route over to Hype Cave. Maybe you take the Smith with you?
You probably take the Smith, because if you don't get the hammer, you're saving and quitting. If you do get the hammer, you can continue around and you might wind up in Pod. I mean, since Pod would be beatable at that point, depending on the boss.
This is a lot of things.
For $20. Wow, Walsh gets off the screen right before time expires and he'd get the pop-up message.
That was 26 digs.
Dang.
rdwalshv is slowly getting that sort of money together.
Penny by penny.
Yeah. One of them was the randomness of the chest game. You got the random 100 from the first check.
Okay, we're going to talk to the bomb vendor to see what our 5-6 crystals are.
And refilling bombs.
Ooh, Desert was a 5-6, so halfway to Pyramid Fairy.
Mystery Mire is the other one, so... Gonna need a couple more items to get in there.
Yeah, we'll definitely need that flute. That could be all we need if Quake is the access.
Sure. So, how hype is Hype Cave today? Just the ice. Money, money, money. Heart.
And Upper Ledge, which I don't think we saw on Walsh's side, is junk.
No, we did not see that. I'd say 1 out of 10. The ice compass is actually not useless. You can actually see if you have a Trinex down there.
Yeah, I'll give it 0.5 out of 10. Our tracker agrees with me, so I must be right.
But rdwalshv is doing the pod play here, but did not take the Smith.
Yeah, well, I mean, if he's doing the pod play, that would explain why he didn't take Smith, because if he did, the Smith would turn into Kiki.
Yeah.
From the one follower rule. Yeah, pod is interesting. We still don't have the mirror or the hammer, so it's going to be tough to route. But
Very.
everything except the boss is in logic.
It really depends on if we get a small key here in the first chest.
And there's Mike's flippers, so we'll see if he does the remaining flippers checks after this. Okay, so we did get a small key and shooter chest, so we can go up the middle, and you probably want to put off the bow-locked side, because you just get stuck there without the hammer.
Yeah. You want to go there once, and that's it.
And Mike sees that it's a cold stare, so he is not going to go for the boss. He is continuing on. He is not death warping.
He's walking out.
Ah, yes. I guess with that much health and blue mail, it's easier to just walk out.
Did get a second small key, so we're gonna get the big key chest.
Ooh, interesting theory from chat that if Kiki lives in the Dark World... Oh, and there's our French vanilla hammer. Guess we're finishing pod.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting theory from chat that Kiki lives in the Dark World, and, you know, people turn into animals in the Dark World, so... What's his human light world form?
I want to say not Agina, but Sahashala? No, but Saha is in the temple. There's a shrub inside the temple.
Oh, right.
I think
Tree
that's...
guy.
Yeah, I think that's supposed to be Saha. Oh, flute as well in pod.
Pod is the play.
Definitely. And with that flute, we might have access into Mire.
Yeah, you're at least going to check Meyer area after you're done in pod.
Yeah. I mean, at least go activate the flute.
Mike's going to find out about the 5-6 crystals.
Was that me, or is the first letter in the sentence that the bomb vendor tells you not capitalized?
Yeah, once they started introducing lowercase letters, I've noticed a few places where, you know, you would expect the first letter to be capitalized and it isn't.
I've never noticed that before, so it just took me off guard.
Well, Harmoselli puts us on our second row of hearts here. Death warping is definitely getting tougher and tougher. Hope we find that mirror soon.
Yeah. Well, we have found all of these small keys, so there's just items left now. Well,
Okay, we found the mirror. Needed to not get stuck on the hammer side, we got the hammer. Needed to not have to death warp out of here, we got the mirror. It's perfect. Walsh does not want to risk that long walk, not knowing whether it's a pendant or a crystal or whether it's a boss he can beat. He's gone to finish Eastern now, which will give some time back to Mike. Mike is doing Catfish, though, and this is unfortunate just because we know where the mirror is, so Walsh is going to be able to combo Catfish and Zora.
Oof. And yeah, rdwalshv is saving a little bit of time here on the Eastern because he doesn't have to do the walk twice to the area.
Except that Walsh is still nowhere near Zora money because he had to pay off Kiki.
Yeah.
Mike thinks about quitting, decides, I'll get a compass, and it's useless.
Yeah, Mike is probably feeling behind at this point, and he is behind, so the feeling is correct.
And the seed really funnels you to pod.
It really does. But you don't want to go into pod without a hammer, without a mirror. It's so slow without those two items, and they're just sitting in there.
What would be cool with, like, GT compasses if it actually told you the bosses along the way in GT. But I don't know how that would work.
Yeah, because I think if you open up the map in vanilla, right, you do see the actual boss there when you have the compass.
Right.
So they just changed that sprite around. But moving that sprite around different floors, I don't think that they can do that. Or it would require more work.
Moldorm down for RD Walsh, so that evens up the crystal count. 45 minutes in and 2 crystals, but that's what happens in Agaseeds.
Yeah.
And we really don't know anything about the other pendants besides Green Pendant being in Skull Woods. But I think Walsh, after that Thieves Town episode, is like, fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me, and is not gonna try that pod boss. So it could be interesting if Mike just gambles and goes for it.
Mike has seen that Cold Stair is in Thieves Town. So it is one boss down that you might not see again. Yes, might.
Right, and we're still at the point of anyone but Cold Stair, Trinex, or Argus we can beat.
I think if Mike feels far enough behind, he might gamble it. Because going back to pod is just that amount of time that he needs to get back. Oh, rdwalshv is going for the compass on library. I was not expecting that.
Huh. Oh! Well, now he at least knows the pod boss, but he'd have to go back through the hedge maze to pod to find out.
Yeah. And you're rather doing Myra at this point.
A nice block clip by Mike. Samaria is the most broken item in the game.
And that's Quake for Maya. We can clear it, depending on the boss. Bottle number 3.
Yeah, with goo this time.
I'm still very curious as to what Sora has. What's on Sora Ledge.
Hey, finally getting a Master Sword in Checkerboard Cave.
That's nice. That's very nice. think fire rod is one of those items that our runners really would like to have soon.
Yeah, I'm also thinking the front of swamp is now available. No one really likes to go into hookless swamp, though. Okay, let's see what Mike does here. Is he gonna go for the boss? No, he is saving and quitting. Probably gonna activate the flute and join Walsh in the Meyer area, maybe? Ah, yes, he's taking this route over to CAC. I like this.
Yeah, Meyer is a very interesting... Oh, there's the hook shot.
I guess that was our answer then.
Yeah.
So, yeah, how about that swamp?
Yeah, swamp looks extremely enticing right now. Of course, boss dependent.
But the hookshot does add a beatable boss. We now can beat Argus if we find him.
Mike is picking up 2 blue goo here, okay. So we are getting closer to go mode. We still need probably both rods. At least one.
Was that TR is a pendant? That map check, it looked like I saw a blue pendant on TR.
It looked like a pendant, yeah. We at the very least need fire rod. Because either Ice Palace is a crystal, or Thieves' Town is a crystal. Either
right, but we could get Bombos to get out of that.
True. But then it's a question of Trinexes.
Right.
So, preferably Fire Rod.
If we find Bombos, Fire Rod could be in GT if there's, heaven forbid, an Ice Trinex.
True. Yeah, there's nothing that blocks Fire Rod. Yeah, true.
And with MC Shuffle, there's a higher likelihood that there's something useful in Meyer cutscenes, so here we go. Oh, the big key, yeah, kind of required.
Yeah, I mean, you either find big key or an item. Can a smoky be there logically?
Only if the big key had already been in Compass Chest, which it wasn't.
Okay. So rdwalshv knew logically that had to be an item or a big key.
Right, though it could have always been, some other dungeon's map or whatever.
Yeah, fair, but he knew it wasn't a small key.
Right. And there's Mike's hook shot. I haven't been counting keys. Does the boss have an item?
I think rdwalshv used a small key by accident there. On the... I don't know what that room is called. The room left of the big chest.
Map room?
Probably.
Oh, okay. There was a small key in Compass Chest. I missed that, so big key has to be vanilla if there's a small key in Compass Chest.
Okay.
So we have found 3 small keys, so the boss will have something.
Not that we know which boss it is yet.
Right, but it's worth doing at this point.
Yeah.
As you said, we already have 1 cold stare out of the way. There might not even be 2 cold stares, and Trinex is the only other boss that's a problem. And my goodness, that hook clipping from Mike is crazy.
Mike, how are you getting out of this?
Also a good question.
You're not getting past those blocks now.
I mean, he has to walk back upstairs.
Okay.
Oh,
he has he hooks us
another
over.
hook.
Okay.
And it's just Armos Knights here, so that'll be easy enough. You just can't do the strat that goes above them because... Or, well, you can. You're just going to take damage, but hey, 12 hearts. And there is our other 5-6 crystals, so... Swamp into Pyramid Fairy?
Swamp into Pyramid Fairy, into Catfish, into Water Fibber checks.
Well, and while we're in the swamp area, we also want to do Bombo's Tablet and K45.
Or just go up the mountain.
Yeah, we have the whole mountain available now.
Yeah.
And we don't know whether Hera is a crystal or a pendant. Mike has definitely made up some time here, I feel like.
Yes. Still a little bit behind. We're not gonna hopefully need any more medallions.
Well, as I say, Bombos may be the answer to beating Cold Stare in Thieves Town. But yeah, hopefully we don't need that either.
Thanks, game.
Well, rdwalshv finally has Zora money.
Okay. Chat always with their worst scenario ideas. Obviously, Ice Sword can be unpaired, and then be absolutely not required.
Let's see how Mike handles this fight. Also going on the goo and just taking the damage. Oh, very nice. Doesn't even get the red Armos. But still, we're at the hour mark and only 3 crystals.
It's boss shuffle. We really haven't been able to kill the bosses, and our runners have been not too trigger happy going for bosses that they don't know what they are.
Yeah, like Pod.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Mike, where are you going? Mike is going down here. This is either swamp or bomb play.
Yeah, I think he's gonna combo, Bombo's Tablet, K45, Swamp, and Pyramid Fairy.
Likely, yeah.
He's going straight into Swamp before even checking Bombos. That's a little surprising. Just in case Bombos has an item that might help you beat a boss. Do we have the swamp compass? I haven't been keeping track of what compasses we have.
I think we do. rdwalshv skipping out on input tableau for now.
And we don't have a Hera map. I did not see what that swamp map check yielded.
I think it was a second troll on.
Okay, yeah, that's what our tracker's saying. Thank you, Kif.
So we can full clear this.
Pain of Burna in Hera.
Now, here's the thing. We don't know where our last pendant is. So
Right.
either...
Neither of the runners have maps to the dungeon they're currently in.
Yeah.
Tempered is a nice find, though, regardless of anything.
Very, very nice to find tempered. You don't mind doing Hera here if all you got out of it was a tempered sword. That's fine, even if it's a pendant.
Who do we have here? Moth. Well, that's nice and easy with the tempered sword not in his vanilla chamber.
Oh, rdwalshv, if you were knocked down that middle hole from a Mothula, I would have That was close. That was very close.
And that is a crystal. But there's also an item in the basement, because of course Mothula had to drop the small.
Yeah. Yeah, most of the runners that are remaining in the tournament are saying no to Hera basement. Of course the map's right there.
Not that it really mattered. Hey, now he'll find that at 300, which he doesn't really need.
Nope.
And we're gonna see Spike Cave.
Yeah. I mean, this is pretty much a full clear of the mountain. Which hasn't really given us much. A tempered sword out of Hera, which we're gonna get anyway. Yeah, that's a very, very empty mountain.
Do you go back into Swamp for 3 items?
Considering your 2 items into go mode, yeah.
And Walsh has just done his map check and learned that Turtle Rock is also a pendant.
Yeah. Okay, this is the catfish into Sora play. Which surprises me that he doesn't do this comboing it with the big bomb.
Yeah, I'm surprised Mike did not do Pyramid Fairy while he was over there or any of the mirror checks.
Yeah, the mountain is bigger calling here.
Oh, nice. Powdering a dead rock. You don't see that every day.
It is so satisfying killing one of the lead rocks.
Yeah, honestly, I'm thinking Mike probably feels a bit behind at this point. The question is, does Walsh feel behind?
Don't think so. He went into Agate pretty early. Done a lot of efficient checks. Red goo from the ferry, okay.
Okay, Zora Ledge was nothing all this time. So if Zora's also nothing and Mike never checks Zora, that can get him back a bit of time.
Mm-hmm.
96% off your investment.
Mike getting his tempered sword, which he will be happy about.
And now Walsh is doing Swamp, so we'll see what else he routes in with Swamp, if anything. We'll also see if Mike does something crazy like dipping Fire Rodless Turtle Rock.
I mean, he's behind. He knows it.
Right.
He might have to make a play for an Ice Rod or a Fire Rod at this point.
But he's not actually that far behind.
He's really not. But the way that he has routed makes him feel behind.
Right. And Walsh sees that Moldorm is the boss here. Chat asking what the boss is in pod. The answer is, we don't know. Walsh got the compass to pod, but only after he was in pod, and you're not going to traverse the hedge mage just to see who the boss is.
Now, Mike is heading into the Dark World through the TR portal. He can open this. He doesn't know it. And he is opening it.
I mean, you're standing right there, you might as well.
Yeah. But this might be an even more incentive for him to, hey, go in here. Your opponent really isn't going to go in there.
I assume if Floating Island had been anything, R.D. Walsh would have seen it and gotten it.
Yeah, it was a heart something.
Honestly, this is a kind of fascinating situation. We have a very close race, but because of how they've routed and what they have and haven't found in places, Walsh is probably feeling ahead and Mike's probably feeling behind.
Mm-hmm.
And that could very well influence their play going forward from here.
Oh, yeah. Mike has not done... okay, so he's going to go back into... Oh, he's doing Spiral Cave, then he's going to go up Paradox Cave, get back to his portal, and then head to TR.
I just realized, these two runners' teams faced each other in the first round of League playoffs. And I just looked. R.D. Walsh and StructuralMike never actually played each other directly in the course of a playoff series that went the full 5 games.
That's an exploding Moldorm, and R.D. Walsh realizing he has 3 items left in here.
Yep,
I think it makes more sense for R.D. Walsh to go back in because he has done so many more checks in the world.
Yeah, I mean, right. Swamp and then the mirror checks and Pyramid Fairy are kind of his densest remaining checks.
Yeah, and back in he goes. And Mike saves and quits out of Paradox Cave, which I wasn't expecting him to do. Okay.
He wanted to do Spike Cave, and this is a little bit faster.
Okay.
Also, he could potentially save Scum his magic. When it turns out to be nothing. Ooh, speaking of magic, half magic was Swamp Big Chest.
I mean, you don't say no to that. It's a nice safety to have.
Chat also reminding us we have not seen the Smith Chain. And we do have Powder, so Magic Bat could be comboed in with the Smith Chain.
Yep.
I wonder if Mike does that, in fact, because you don't want to go back to Swamp after having abandoned it.
No. This might be Smith Chain into Bombo's Tablet, into Pyramid.
I'm also surprised Mike didn't hard reset, both to regain his magic and to put him back in the light world so he didn't have to mirror.
But yeah, he is going here. He might be going into Skull Woods. I don't think he was in there.
He did Skull Woods.
Okay.
They've both done everything except the back.
Okay. So yeah, this is... well, we always have the back of Thieves Town.
That would be the play.
Yeah, in this mode, you really don't want to go there ever. There are 3 items there.
But we're about to get 3 items here. Oh, Fire Rod on left side.
That's really, really bad for Mike.
Unless Bombos turns up and we don't need the Fire Rod.
That's his main out here. But he needs to find that pretty quickly.
Oh.
But we are now in an Ice Rod maybe hunt.
Yeah, and Mike doesn't have too many other things to check. Well, there's the pod map, so at least we know what the reward is. And looks like here's Walsh. He'll probably do Cold Stare and then maybe Smith Chain.
Yeah, so one of the outs Mike has is Ice Rod. If rdwalshv is starting to do go moding dungeons and Pernix shows up, that can put a hold on him. Was that pen and pod?
Too quick. Yes, it was Pendant Pod. I caught it the second time around.
I mean, we got a hammer, a mirror, and a flute in there. Of course it's a Pendant Pod.
And that also gives us full crystal knowledge. We have to do Thieves and Ice. And unless Mike can find Bombo's tablet, he's gonna have to go into Left Side Swamp. Cold Stare gives us silvers. No way are we missing that. Okay, yeah, so Mike is gonna turn in the purple chest. He'll check Bombo's tablet while he's down here, and think he goes back into Swamp?
Now, he hasn't done the Zora area.
Right, Swamp's closer is the thing.
Yeah, it's closer. Nothing on purple chest.
And Zora is literally just Zora and Zora Ledge for him.
Right. He did pyramid. He did a fairy there, so yeah.
Does Walsh not have the map here, or is he just gonna gamble that it's not a Trinix? I mean, Compass, sorry.
Mike is going to go back into swamp now. This was his only chance to go back in here. If he skipped this now, he's not going back here ever.
Yeah. This will work out well for him, but now he's definitely behind. Walsh having a bit of trouble with Icebreaker there, but finally gets it.
This does mean that Mike gets his half magic as well.
Yeah, I have to imagine... I mean, we can ask him about it in the interview. I have to imagine Mike bailed from Swamp earlier because he was feeling behind, but ironically, the bailing was what made him behind.
But yeah, rdwalshv just needs to finish up Ice Palace here. If there's no Trinex here, then he can enter GT.
Right, and then you hope Ice Trinex is in the basement and you never have to go that deep.
Yeah. Or that Trinex is in... I don't think it can be in Skullwoods, right? It's too small an arena.
Right.
But it could be in Vanilla.
Or it could be Pod.
Yep.
So decent chance we never have to see a Trinex and we never need the Ice Rod.
Depending on what we see here. Oh, we're gonna need the Ice Rod.
Well then! Guess we're in an Ice Rod hunt.
Yeah.
Which means it is very much anyone's race.
Now, I think Mike has the compass for ice.
For ice, yes, I believe he does.
Yeah, so he can check that and not actually go in.
Oh, and is Walsh going back into Pod for one check?
Yeah, he is.
Kind of surprising that he wouldn't do Skull Woods first.
Wait, Mike is doing... Are you doing Skull Woods? Or
No, I think he's just going to beat Cold Stare.
Yeah, he's down. Okay.
But this is a surprising play by rdwalshv.
He has the compass.
Oh, true.
Vanilla.
And Vanilla Helma. Yep. But still, like, you know that there can't be a Trinex in Skull Woods, so you know there are 3 items you have available from Skull Woods versus 1 here in Pod.
But he doesn't know that this is a pendant.
Except... Oh, right, he doesn't know that ice is the last crystal.
Yeah. That's
right,
why
so he's just
here.
hoping...
Yeah, he's hoping that Trinex is guarding a pendant.
And he's going to be disappointed.
Yeah.
Now, so this is now back to being a race.
Yeah, definitely a race now. Now, if this boss has an ice rod, then yeah.
Unfortunately, Mike mistimed his spin when he broke Cold Stare's shell and the puffs got away from him.
Oh, very, very low, but gets it done.
Messy fight, but we're now at 6 crystals apiece.
Yeah, now it's down to who can find the ice rod first.
Yeah, so I feel like Pyramid Fairy and Back of Thieves and Back of Skull Woods. 2, 3, and 3 items. You know, none of them are... Or, no, we never got the Thieves Town Small, so Back of Thieves is just 2 items.
And, you know, Turtle Rock?
We do not speak of such things here.
We can technically full clear Turtle Rock. For a nice run. If you're speaking about density right now, that
Yes,
is
yes.
that is the highest density we have left.
That is true.
Mike
And
immediately sees that there is a Trinex.
but at the same time, he knows there's several items in here. He doesn't know that the ice rod isn't one of them.
Nope. But he is going to be able to save it quite much earlier than rdwalshv did.
Oh, definitely. And Helma gives us a penny for our thoughts.
If I'm rdwalshv, I'm gonna go Skullwoods right now. Because I want to see what's on that pedestal.
Yeah, I agree with that. Let's see what he actually does.
If it's on pedestal, we would have an Oops Old Dungeon seed.
Oh, he is doing the mountain, which is presumably a TR play. I mean, there's also Hera Basement, but I don't think anyone's rushing Hera Basement.
No. Yeah, this is density play. It's the densest location you have left.
But of course, the keys in TR tend to be kind of front-loaded.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I agree with you that, like, before we start diving pendant dungeons, we should do it in a way so that we know, is this going to be a ped seat after all that?
Mm-hmm. Because if you know that you have to go to pedestal, you're gonna just go mode Turtle Rock. You're not gonna pick up anything else than the keys that you need. So Helma has been duplicated, Trolldom has been duplicated. There's one duplicated boss left we don't know about.
And meanwhile, we have not seen Vitreous or Blind or Lanmos yet.
Nope. Okay.
Mike's here, so he's doing Zora.
Yeah, this is the best time to do this. So.
At least it'll be quick with boots.
Mm-hmm. I'm really sorry.
Wow.
I might have. Wait.
Wait, what's he going? Oh, just wanted the magic refill. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry. I might have
So
physically
Mike
manifested.
needs to go to the mountain post haste to
Uh-huh.
have
This has
any
to be the same.
chance.
And it's not.
Ah well.
So that ice rod was fire unlocked.
That is true. That was very hard fire rod locked. And we still haven't even seen Bombos, so for all we know, that's in GT.
Left side swamp fire rod into Pendant Turtle Rock ice rod.
Who rolled this?
I mean, we also had a pendant pod with 3 major items in it. And it was a legacy.
Mike rolled it, so it's his own darn fault. The old you have no one to blame but yourself sometimes. We got a red meringue out of the pyramid.
Yeah, Mike is not going to go back up the mountain. Yeah, this is the slowest part. And check pad. Yeah.
I mean, just because of the lack of locations, he should be in go mode before Walsh finishes, but
Yeah.
Unfortunately, this race is not going to be close.
Right now, we can just watch two very, very skilled runners. We even have half magic just in case there is an ice Phoenix.
Well, we really hope we don't see it.
Yeah, but if it's the one boss you actually want half magic for, it's that.
And of course, with our 7th crystal, we have a prediction going in chat if you want to waste your channel points on where Ganon's Tower Big Key will be.
We can also have guesses in chat for exact spots. Mine is 7.
7. Are you expecting that to be in Stalfos room or Compass room?
Stalfos room.
Or I guess it could be the torch if.
I'm expecting Hope room into Stalfos room, so bottom right Stalfos. Well, we have a blind in possibly one of the worst arenas for blind to be in.
Yeah, and he keeps dodging that Samaria block, too. Yeah, so still Lanmo and Vidi unaccounted for. One of them could be in Turtle Rock. So we won't see it. I'm trying to think. There must be someone else unaccounted for. Oh, Argus! We still haven't seen an Argus.
My double dip swamp, he also did a lot of checks before going Saga 1. Those are the two main things that I put him behind. We are going to get a
double dip swamp more so.
Yeah, but we are going to get a ped read.
Yay. And arrows. So we're going left here. Now, while we may not see StructuralMike get to GT, I know Mike is a big fan of Rando Rush. I wonder if Walsh knows this and might try the same.
Possible.
Now he's got the mirror out, he's just going to do Dark Magician. Well, you were right about Stalfos room, but given the routing, it was number 4.
Yeah. I am going to go back and see. Excalibur 123, guess number 4. Congratulations! You win an unlimited amount of randomizer seeds. And also 2 internet points.
And shoutouts to Pixcalibur as one of our dedicated trackers who has done a lot of tracking in this tournament.
Yeah, Mike is going to find his go mode, but you're doing it in an hour 30. You're behind. You know you're behind.
So who are we getting in here? I also realized it's very likely that the Moldorm 2 platform boss is going to be Vitreous. Because we still haven't seen one, and it can't be Moldorm or Helma because we've seen 2 of each of those.
Yeah, but it can be Landmo.
No, Landmo can't be on a Moldorm platform. Could be vanilla Landmo in here, but it's Argus.
Oh, right, yeah.
And in one of those great things, you don't have to actually beat the second phase of Argus when it appears here.
Yeah, because when the game realizes, oh, there's no enemy left on the screen, it opens the door.
Right. Out of sight, out of mind, just like Mimic Clip. Not Mimic Clip, Potion Camera Unlock.
Well, both are the same.
True. So yeah, the Landmo has to be in either the Ice Tharmos location or in Turtle Rock. So we are not going to see a Landmo this seed.
And that is StructuralMike in Go mode.
At an hour and a half.
Yeah. Quite exactly an hour and a half.
And on the one hand, you can't feel good. On the other hand, your opponent still isn't done, so you don't know what they may or may not have done, so you just have to keep playing.
Yeah. Yeah, we're on Tempered Sword Silvers. We are not opening any chests now. Are you kidding me, rdwalshv?
Okay, we are, and we're finding a Butter Sword, which is kind of nice for Vidi. Though we're just going to use the silvers anyway. I was thinking maybe we would just charge him with the Butter Sword.
Now we're not opening this chest.
He's just trying to make a liar out of you.
Why are you opening that chest? It can contain nothing.
4th bottle, a piece of heart if we happen to have 3 and it gives us a refill? I don't know.
There is no reason to open that chest. 0.
Other than the memes. There's always the memes. I think that was a triple. Very nice.
Yeah.
Gets thrown out of whack by the blue balls there. But he gets it. 3-1-1-1. So, Mike will have his 7 crystals before Walsh finishes. But Butter Sword Silvers, I think this is going to be a quick gammon fight.
Mm-hmm.
Even if the companion duck does not betray us. We've got so much magic, might as well just use the cape, because why not? Walsh doesn't even have red mail because he never went to Cave 45.
Yeah. Landmo are most likely in Turtle Rock, as Excalibur is saying, and the last duplicate is in Ice Room.
Yeah, I don't know the placement algorithm, though, because I know, like, it weirdly favors Ice Trinex. I don't know if it might also favor Ice Landmo. Anyway, Ganon has 3 silvers in him, so this next hit will do it.
Get your GGs in chat for rdwalshv.
Takes the first game of this series and crosses with an official race time of 1:34:08. What happened to Mike's audio?
I have no idea. I think we've been on rdwalshv's audio.
Here it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had been on Walsh's this whole time, but once the runner's marked done, it automatically switches audio.
Yeah, and we are joined by our runners here in voice chat. GGs to both of you.
GG's rdwalshv. How's it going?
Yo, GG's Mike. Yeah.
And Mike, you can only blame yourself for this one. You wrote this.
I stand by my decision making.
Well, I was more amazed that there was one card in the deck for McBoss. You were almost certainly getting open heart or standard boots, and here you are just having played a McBoss seed.
Yeah. Pretty funny.
Yeah, we were talking in our thread about like how we just kind of wanted like a standard or an open, like something like a little bit more tame than the other modes. And, like ever since brackets, like I've just been like McBoss and Fatkeys and Nerosia, and then like just from downtown, here comes McBoss.
Right, you had a 7/8 chance of getting open or standard, but no.
If only.
Yeah, a pretty typical McBoss, devolves into a very dumb Ice Rod Hunt, and then I've actually thought the Ice Rod Hunt worked in my favor, but not in my favor enough, I guess, to swing the race.
Yeah. So there were two big differences between the two of you over this race. One was rdwalshv, you did Aga quite a bit earlier.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, Mike, you ran around a little bit there.
Nice going.
Yeah, I didn't go back to Eastern because I didn't know what boss was going to be back there. I didn't know if it was kind of Crystal, or no, I did know it was Crystal, of course. Like, there's a little seed in the corner. So yeah, like even though I knew it was Crystal, like it seemed like I had a sword and or I saved and quit like out of Eastern like the first time, so I didn't know it was like a Moldarn back there until like I got the compass for Eastern, wherever that was. So yeah, I just didn't want to like run all the way back there just for like the one item. Like I felt that like for the book, like maybe the book was bait, but like it felt like that had more value. Like it was like at least more items behind the book than like trying to go back to Eastern for a boss I maybe couldn't kill.
Yeah, that makes sense. Like I also bailed and got that sword, and I just wanted to knock that out before doing Aga, on the off chance that the compass on library was Eastern compass or something.
Yeah, that was the pod compass, wasn't it?
I didn't get it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So,
it was pod.
Alright.
The second one is double dipping left side swamp is never fast.
So RD, you didn't go to pod early either?
I did the Dark World loop, like the Thief's Town Skull, but like I did all that up before pod. Yeah.
So he was there ahead of you up to pod, same, very similar route. But then, I mean, you get hammer, mirror, and flute from pod, but you don't have a map. Is it really a guesswork that it's pendant?
I mean, it's not so much that whether or not it's a pendant, it's also whether or not it's a boss I can defeat. And 3 of the available bosses we couldn't defeat, so it was, to me, pretty straightforward to slave, especially with the flute.
Oh yeah.
Like you had access to like so much after pod. Like it didn't feel like the right way to like go all the way to Elmo room. Yeah. Of course, I ended up like doing it, but I mean.
Yeah, because then rdwalshv, you dropped into Ice Boss because you didn't have the compass. And so I tried X. And you didn't know pod either. So.
How dare you not full clear the game before go modding ice?
I'm so sorry. I should have skipped myself on too.
No, that's how it goes sometimes. I was just, I'm gonna be big gamble here and go for the quick checks when I'm fire rod potentially go mod. I wasn't, but here we are.
Yeah, I have to do like a lot of stuff before going to Swamp Palace. So like I'd already done the mountain. I did like Catfish Thora. I forgot to do Graveyard Ledge on the way, but what are you gonna do about that? So yeah, by the time I was like in Swamp, like I just got the big key off whatever was in Argus room, and it's like okay, well I can do left side Swamp. I also have K45 and Pyramid Fairy, and I also have Smiz. None of these are super hot options, so yeah, I'm just gonna do it here, and it turned out to be really good.
Yeah, rdwalshv, the other thing that surprised me was, okay, so you went to pod because after finding the Trinex and Ice, you didn't know which of the two actually had the crystal. But then from pod, you pretty much went straight to TR.
Well, I didn't want to do all that overworld I just said.
Well, I mean, there was still like Skull Woods with the green pendant and Back of Thieves and all that.
Yeah, I don't know. Like it just felt like I'm trying to like find like more elaborate justification than like Turtle Rock just like felt like the right play. Like Ice Rod and Turtle Rock, one of the most original memes in the game. Like,
True.
It is 5 items. If you get that like blue pendant or whatever is like over in Turtle Rock before you get the green pendant, like you at least can check 10 or pull pedestal while you're there. So like so much amazing efficiency when you have to get those 10 arrows. Yeah, like I don't know, it just and like again, like I didn't want to do Smith sequence because that's like super slow and like I've been skipping it this long, might as well just keep on trying. Like K45 and Pyramid Fairy, like that's they take a while. Turtle Rock also takes a while, but like I don't know, it just felt like the right thing to do. Like, yeah.
That was a pretty big. I almost did it and decided no, for no reason other than that's what I did. So it sounds like it was pretty even if I had gone straight to TR after Ice, because I did Skullwoods, I did Pyramid Fairy, I did Sora Domain.
Yeah,
the Green Pendant. That was a while.
Yeah, you would have been slightly behind, but it would have been close, like within a minute or two, sort of thing.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. But yeah, GG's. Game 2 tomorrow. We might have to actually schedule game eventually a game 3, because if that happens, we should try and get that done tomorrow. Actually.
Oh sure, yeah.
Oh, is one of you away this week?
Yeah, I'm away Monday to Sunday, so probably best to schedule
I
a
should
third.
be thinking about that. Yeah. Remember saying Monday to Sunday? It's like, oh yeah, there's no such thing as deadlines. I don't have to. Yeah, no, but it's fine. I should be around for multiple games if necessary tomorrow. So yeah.
Yeah, we can talk details, but I'm gearing up to go 1-1 here, so don't worry.
I mean,
you kind of have to hope for it at this point.
Yeah, and like real talk, this is like the third tournament with like best of 3 series where I've gone to the top 16. Each one, I've won game 1 and then dropped the next 2. So I like your chances.
Oh dear, yeah. I hate to be that guy, but I hope that happens.
It's fine. I've been that guy too. It's
yeah. I hope one of us wins.
Yeah, I agree. I think it would be good if one of us wins a series. I don't think it'd be good if like Dr. Bowser came back and said, "Hey, I'm back."
I mean, he beat Illis, so anything's possible, right?
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. So shout outs to your next match, which I believe is an hour earlier than today's. So 10 Eastern tomorrow morning.
Correct.
Okay, so yeah, I'm sure we'll get a channel for that. So be sure to check the schedule, which has nicely been posted in chat. And let's see what's coming up today. We have Humbug versus Plasma Kappa, which is about 45 minutes in on SpeedGaming 3, so we'll put you over there. That's a second round match, winner take all, game 3. So you definitely want to check that out. And then this evening we have another round 3 kickoff between Telethar and Ganon's Gone Wild at 9:40 Eastern on the main Speed Gaming channel. So you definitely want to check that one out. But yeah, thanks again to our runners. Do give them a follow. You saw how well both of them played. They really are great runners, as evidenced by making it to the round of 16 here.
I just really hope that someone noticed my Meyer hook clip. Shadows
Yes.
to Kern.
Oh, we were commenting on that quite a bit because we thought you had locked yourself in and then you hook clipped out.
Heck yeah. It was worth the risk.
Good swag.
All right. Thanks so much, guys. I see you guys tomorrow, or some of you. Hope it was a good run, good watch.
Sounds good. Good luck to both of you tomorrow.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah. Thanks, y'all.
And once again, thanks to Kiff, our tracker, keeping us honest here in the booth. And thanks, Titan. Nice to work with you. It had been a while.
It's been a while. Thank you for coming with me. It was lovely as always.
Yeah, it was fun. I'm glad we got a good race like this. And that'll do it for now. So please join us as we move over to Speed Gaming 3 to watch Plasma Kappa versus Humbug.
Have a nice day, everybody.